Hi, and welcome to my portfolio screencast. My name is Sarah Ladd, and I'm currently a junior at Neshoba Regional High School. This past semester, I took Intro to Digital Creativity with Adobe, a class taught by Mrs. Carter. We learned to make videos, websites, posters, and edited images using a wide variety of Adobe products. Today, I will be showing you a screencast of my completed collection of digital creativity projects from this year using a Google Sites portfolio. Let me start out by saying that though keeping this portfolio up to date was a bit tedious compared to the rest of the class projects, it was really helpful in keeping my thoughts organized so that I can share it with you all today. It kept me on track and reminded me that digital creativity was not only about having fun, but also about learning new ways to express one's creative side. Now onto the projects. We started out the year by making videos with Adobe Premiere Pro. This design platform allows us to take footage and manipulate it or add in different clips to make a series of events look like a smooth story. I'm actually quite camera shy, so these projects were my least favorite this year. However, what I did love about them was the planning and fun topics we chose. We made 2 videos in this unit, a PSA on why not to wear heels during the zombie apocalypse and a how-to video on making unicorn cupcakes. For the PSA, my group and I decided to make a comical satire that highlighted the dangers of wearing heels during a zombie apocalypse. In a life or death situation like that, it's not only impractical, but also hazardous to wear heels. In short, we pointed out the extreme likelihood that wearing heels will cause you to fall and die a horrible death at the hands of a zombie. Next, for the how-to video, we used film sequencing to show each step in the process of making a unicorn cupcake. We believe that there's always an occasion for cute and tasty cupcakes, so learning how to make them will eventually come in handy. But they take a lot of time to make, so be sure to have friends with you to pass the time and share the delicious treats. Our next few projects involved designing websites, one using Adobe Muse and the other using Weebly's online website builder. Muse, a tool designed to let users make their websites without having to do any coding, is a unique Adobe product in the fact that it's set to adapt to different screen dimensions. Weebly, on the other hand, is a widget-based website builder that allows its users to create the site off of a variety of templates, tools, themes, and page layouts. It's not as free-form, but it results in a more finished, professional-looking product. The Muse Travel website's purpose was to give us a chance to practice designing a visually pleasing and informative site that would directly address a customer's needs. I chose to design my Travel of Spain website based on my personal interest in the Spanish language and culture. At Neshoba, there are many exchange and excursion trips hosted by the language department. However, in the past few years, none of these trips have been to Spain. Though not entirely realistic, I think that this project was where I got to be most creative. I chose my own color scheme, found relevant pictures, researched popular travel hotspots that I'd go to, and got to structure the site in layout and in content based on how I thought a student-targeted travel site should look like. I also got to use Photoshop to make the 2 ads that I featured in my website. Muse was hard to use at first, but after a while, I started to get really excited about the progress I'd made. The Weebly website was very different from this, though, as it was easy to use from day one. I designed my Weebly site for Neshoba's swim team. Even though it wasn't made with an Adobe product like Muse, it's probably the best way I incorporated my interests into the class. I've been on the Neshoba swim team since my freshman year, but have been swimming for long before then. Our team generally uses 3 different ways of communicating with each other about upcoming events, so I created the Neshoba Swim and Dive Team website with hopes for it to act as a medium for current swimmers to keep up with the team news, as well as to act as a promotional agent for new swimmers as well. I liked making this project more than any of the others because Weebly is really easy to use, especially since it gives you templates to build your site off of, and it helps make your site look more professional. It was really fun being able to include actual pictures of my team and describe what the team spirit was like. Not a lot of people care about swimming, so it was nice to be able to share what I loved about it. I feel like this was the most practical project I made as well because I took an aspect of my life that mattered to me and I managed to make something that could one day help a lot of other people interested in it. After the websites, our class went on to learning how to use Adobe InDesign, which was by far my favorite Adobe product. I liked using InDesign mainly because it gave you the ability to try out different frames and positioning for images. Photoshop also has similar qualities, but the purpose for InDesign was more focused on how you layer something versus how you edit it. Since I already used Photoshop last year, InDesign was new to me and fun to learn. To start, we made business cards. After making a how-to video on frosting and baking delicious cupcakes, it seemed only natural to make a business card for a local cupcake catering service. I played around with color scheme for the front side and altered the positioning of an image of spilt sprinkles in order to make the backside's border. After that, we moved on to my second favorite project this year, where I made my Adobe Design Achievement Awards poster. Not only was I able to continue exploring InDesign, but I was also able to incorporate Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop in the making of my gold geometric overlay. I felt like my project was really unique, and again, like the Weebly site, it's something that I could use in an everyday setting. I chose to promote the ADAA because I believe that the event is very beneficial to the development of young designers. It encourages the contestants to believe in their own individual talents and will make them more likely to be creative in the future. We wrapped up the year with a small Photoshop project of our choice. I chose to manipulate a photo of my grandfather's grave so that the only color showing through was that of the flowers we brought to him that day. I learned how to use a black and white overlay, as well as the paintbrush tool, in order to create a grayscale background that highlighted the vibrancy of the petals. It goes to show that even when you lose someone, there will always be joy in remembering who they were and what they meant to you. From start to finish, my digital creativity class has been nothing short of an amazing opportunity. I love using Adobe products, and now I feel very confident in my ability to explore different aspects of creative design. For anyone looking to start out with the basics of design, this class is definitely worthwhile. And who knows, maybe you'll even use the knowledge later on in life too.